What's up, guys? So today's my first video, and I'm going to be discussing the one time when pretty much a man chased us with a hammer. We got very scared. Me and my friend did. We, well, he kind of asked to be in the situation. You'll hear about it later, but yeah, crazy experience. You guys definitely want to hear this one. So pretty much it all started off as a normal day. I was just inside, just watching Netflix, just chilling. And then immediately after that, I just got a call from my friend. And then I say hello. And then he's like, help! He screams it. Screams help. And then immediately after that, just hangs up. And I'm panicking at this point. I'm like, what? I'm like, what just happened? So then immediately, I grab my keys. I go to my car. And then immediately after that, I just go to my friend's house. And then when I was driving to my friend's house, it was probably about 5 minutes away. So then once I got there, I asked him, I'm like, yo, dude, what's wrong? And then he's like, someone stole from me. He told me the exact situation. He said pretty much he just went to buy like edibles and just all this other stuff like weed and then cards, and then someone like scammed him. Someone like scammed him with his money. So I was like, dude, that's not cool. And then he was like, yeah, can you he's like, yeah, this is kind of why I called. He's like, yeah, can you, because I knew you'd pretty much just drive over. And he's like, yeah, can you bring me over? And then I was like debating, I'm like, dude, I don't really want to get involved with this stuff. And then he's like, come on, dude, just do it for a friend. And then he's like, I'll pay you $100. And I was like, really? And he's like, all right. Or I was like, all right afterwards. And then immediately after that, I was like, yeah, let's go. So then immediately after that, we got in our car and then we went to the thief's house. So we're just driving. Probably took about 10 minutes to get there, I'd say, roughly. And then immediately after that, so I go up to the thief's house and I just ask him, I'm like, hey, and then he looks pissed. Like my friend said I shouldn't do this, said he should be the one talking, but I wanted to. I was like, I got to talk to this guy. So I was like, hey, and then he's like, what? Like looking all pissed off. I'm like, so I heard you stole some of this guy's stuff. And then he's like, no, I didn't. And I was like, dude, it's in your hand right now. He's like, no, this is mine. And I'm like, are you sure? And he's like, yes. So then immediately after that, like he looks pissed. He was like immediately, like I know I already mentioned that, but he was not happy we were on his property. And then he's like, dude, you better get off my property. And he's like, and then we were like, come on, dude, it's just one of you. So then immediately after that, he threatened to call the cops. He brought his phone out, and then we were like, "Oh shoot, what do we got to do?" My friend did, and I was like, "Take his stuff." And then he took. I whispered this. I was like, "Take his stuff." He took his stuff, literally grabbed it. I don't know how this worked. Grabbed his stuff, and I just pushed him over. I literally pushed him over in that situation. I had no other option. I was like, I mean, I didn't know what to do. He was calling the cops, and we kind of didn't have enough time to run at that point to run to my vehicle. I mean, if we did, maybe we did, but we still wouldn't have had enough. We wouldn't have got that stuff back, and that was our main goal. We had to get the stuff back. So then we pushed him over, and then this guy looks pissed. We pushed him over. He goes behind his what's it called? Not his like bench, but it was like one of his like chairs or whatever that was outside. And yeah, he just grabbed a hammer behind it, and then he screams, "Hey, come back here!" And he starts chasing us. Starts chasing us like down the street to our vehicle. Thank God he wasn't nearly as fast as us. Or thank God like he was shoved, so we had a head start. But then immediately after that, I was like, "Go, go!" to my friend, and then immediately after that, we ran to my vehicle, like in shock, like scream, like just scared as how we were gonna get like killed possibly by a hammer, or just in general, like what the consequences were. Even if he called the cops after that, we were just worried in general. So immediately after that, we just drove immediately back to that kid's house, or at least I did. I drove immediately back to that kid's house, fast as hell. Oh my god, I did not slow down. And then yeah, once we got to his house, pretty much I was like, yo, that was crazy. And then he was like, yeah. And then I was like, dude, he literally had a hammer. And he's like, I know, come inside. So yeah, not too much happened after this. Pretty much we just went inside, pretty much just smoked some of his shit. We probably shouldn't have done that immediately after, but hey, you live and you learn. And yeah, we just had just watched movies and pretty much just had Doritos and Mountain Dew, which was good. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video. I would really appreciate if you guys like and subscribe. Only more to come in the future. This video is actually pretty cool to make, so yeah.